Vocabulary number 5. Animal body parts. Animal body parts. Trunk. Trunk. Trunk is the elongated, flexible, and muscular proboscis or snout of certain animals, such as elephants. An elephant has a long trunk. A trunk is used to drink water and pick up things. Elephants use their trunks for many tasks. The elephant used its trunk to reach high branches and pluck leaves from the trees. She watched in awe as the baby elephant playfully swung its trunk around. The trunk of an elephant is a versatile tool for grasping and communication. Trunk. Trunk. Trunk is the elongated, flexible, and muscular proboscis or snout of certain animals, such as elephants. Trunk. Wing. Wing. Wing is the flattened, usually feathered limb of a bird or bat used for flying or gliding. Birds have wings to fly. Wings help birds soar in the sky. A wing has feathers that help with flight. The graceful swan spread its wings and took flight across the serene lake. Birds use their wings to navigate the skies and soar through the air. She marveled at the intricate patterns of the butterfly's wings. Wing. Wing. Wing is the flattened, usually feathered limb of a bird or bat used for flying or gliding. Wing. Antennae. Antennae. Antennae are the pair of long, thin sensory organs located on the heads of insects and some other animals. Some insects have antennae on their heads. Antennae help insects sense things around them. Antennae come in different shapes and sizes. The curious beetle waved its antennae in the air, sensing its surroundings. Antennae help insects detect smells, vibrations, and changes in their environment. The cricket's antennae twitched as it picked up on distant sounds. Antennae. Antennae. Antennae are the pair of long, thin sensory organs located on the heads of insects and some other animals. Antennae. Antler. Antler. Antler is the branched, bony growth on the heads of certain species of deer, used for fighting and display. Deer have antlers on their heads. Antlers are used for fighting and defense. Antlers grow larger every year. The majestic stag had a magnificent set of antlers, a sign of its strength. During mating season, male deer use their antlers to compete for the attention of females. The antlers of reindeer are adapted for digging through snow to find food. Antler. Antler. Antler is the branched, bony growth on the heads of certain species of deer, used for fighting and display. Antler. Beak. Beak. The hard, pointed, and usually curved or hooked mouthpart of birds, used for eating and capturing prey. Birds have beaks instead of mouths. Beaks are used for eating and picking up things. Beaks come in various shapes for different diets. The pelican's beak can hold a large amount of fish, making it an efficient hunter. Woodpeckers have strong beaks for drilling into tree trunks in search of insects. She watched as the eagle's sharp beak tore into its prey. Beak. Beak. Beak is the hard, pointed, and usually curved or hooked mouthpart of birds, used for eating and capturing prey. Beak, claw, claw. Claw is the sharp, curved, and pointed appendage at the end of the leg of certain animals, used for gripping, digging, or defense. Cats have sharp claws on their paws. Claws help animals catch prey and climb. Some animals use claws for digging. The cat extended its claws to scratch the tree trunk. Eagles use their powerful claws to capture and carry prey. She admired the intricate patterns on the crab's claws. Claw, claw. Claw is the sharp, curved, and pointed appendage at the end of the leg of certain animals, used for gripping, digging, or defense. Claw. Feather, feather. Feather is the light, flat, and thin structure that covers the bodies of birds and helps them fly. Birds have feathers covering their bodies. Feathers help birds stay warm and fly. Feathers can have different colors and patterns. She found a colorful feather from a parrot on the forest floor. Feathers provide insulation, protection, and aerodynamic advantages to birds. The peacock displayed its vibrant feathers in a dazzling courtship dance. Feather, feather. Feather is the light, flat, and thin structure that covers the bodies of birds and helps them fly. Feather. Fin, fin. Fin is the flat, usually thin, and paddle-like appendage of aquatic animals, such as fish and dolphins, used for swimming and stability. Fish have fins to swim in water. Fins help fish steer and balance. Sharks have dorsal fins on their backs. The shark's dorsal fin sliced through the water surface as it approached. Fish have paired fins that help them maneuver and maintain balance. The playful dolphins leaped out of the water, revealing their dorsal fins. Fin. Fin. Fin is the flat, usually thin and paddle-like appendage of aquatic animals, such as fish and dolphins, used for swimming and stability. Fin. Fur. Fur. Fur is the soft, dense, and hair-like covering on the bodies of mammals, providing insulation and protection. Mammals like cats have fur on their bodies. Fur keeps animals warm and protected. Fur can be soft and fluffy. The Arctic fox's fur changes color with the seasons to blend into the surroundings. Fur from certain animals, like minks, is used in the fashion industry for coats and accessories. The cat's fur felt warm and comforting as it curled up on her lap. Fur, fur. Fur is the soft, dense, and hair-like covering on the bodies of mammals, providing insulation and protection. Fur. Hoof. Hoof. Hoof is the hard, horny, and pointed structure at the end of the leg of certain ungulates, such as horses and deer. Horses have hooves on their feet. Hooves are hard and help with running. Hooves are important for support and balance. Horses galloped across the field, their hoofs thundering against the ground. Goats have split hooves that help them climb steep and rocky terrain. The farrier trimmed the horses' hooves to keep them healthy and balanced. Hoof, hoof. Hoof is the hard, horny, and pointed structure at the end of the leg of certain ungulates, such as horses and deer. Hoof, hoof. Horn, horn. Horn is the hard, pointed, and often curved growth on the heads of certain animals, such as rhinoceroses and goats. Rhinos have a single horn on their noses. Horns are used for defense and digging. Some animals, like goats, have two horns. The rhinoceros used each horn to defend itself against predators. Goats use their horns for head-butting contests during mating season. The intricate carvings on the buffalo horn were a work of art. Horn. Horn. Horn is the hard, pointed, and often curved growth on the heads of certain animals, such as rhinoceroses and goats. Horn. Paw. Paw. Paw is the soft, padded, and typically rounded foot of a mammal, such as a cat or dog. Dogs have four paws. Paws are used for walking and digging. Paws have soft pads underneath. The dog eagerly extended its paw for a friendly handshake. Cats use their sharp claws hidden within their paws for climbing and hunting. The puppy left a muddy paw print all over the kitchen floor. Paw, paw, paw. The paw is the soft, padded, and typically rounded foot of a mammal, such as a cat or dog. Paw. Scales. Scales. Scales are the small, overlapping, and often hard structures covering the bodies of reptiles, such as snakes and fish. Fish have scales on their bodies. Scales protect fish and help them swim. Scales can be shiny and colorful. The snake's scales glistened in the sunlight as it slithered through the grass. Fish scales provide protection and reduce friction as they swim through water. She touched the lizard's smooth scales as it basked in the sun. Scales, scales. Scales are the small, overlapping, and often hard structures covering the bodies of reptiles, such as snakes and fish. Scales. Snout. Snout. Snout is the elongated, protruding nose or muzzle of certain animals, such as pigs and anteaters. Pigs have a snout on their faces. A snout is used for rooting and smelling. A snout can be long or short. The pig used its snout to root in the soil for truffles and food. Anteaters have long, tubular snouts adapted for reaching insects in narrow tunnels. She found the soft, moist snout of the puppy endearing. Snout. Snout. Snout is the elongated, protruding nose or muzzle of certain animals, such as pigs and anteaters. Snout. Tail. Tail. Tail is the flexible, elongated appendage extending from the hind end of an animal, used for various purposes, including balance and communication. Many animals have tails at the back. Tails can be long and used for balance. Some animals use their tails to communicate. The cat flicked its tail angrily when the dog approached too closely. Peacocks display their striking tail feathers in elaborate courtship ritual. The kangaroo uses its strong tail for balance while hopping. Tail. Tail. Tail is the flexible, elongated appendage extending from the hind end of an animal, used for various purposes, including balance and communication. Tail. Talon. Talon. Talon is the sharp, curved claw of a bird of prey, used for capturing and gripping prey. Birds of prey have sharp talons on their feet. Talons are used for catching and gripping prey. Talons are strong and deadly. The eagle's talons clamped firmly onto the struggling fish it had caught. Hawks and owls have powerful talons for grasping rodents and small animals. She admired the intricate patterns on the eagle's deadly talons. Talon, talon. Talon is the sharp, curved claw of a bird of prey used for capturing and gripping prey. Talon. Tentacle, tentacle. Tentacle is the long, slender, and flexible appendage found on certain aquatic animals, such as octopuses and squids. Some sea creatures like octopuses have tentacles. Tentacles are used for grasping and capturing prey. Tentacles can be very flexible. The octopus extended its tentacles to explore its surroundings and catch prey. Squids use their tentacles to grasp and bring food to their beaks for consumption. She watched in fascination as the jellyfish's tentacles glowed in the dark water. Tentacle, tentacle. Tentacle is the long, slender, and flexible appendage found on certain aquatic animals, such as octopuses and squids. Tentacle.